Morning everybody, it's Dave. Today's a strange day for me. It's my 64th birthday. 64. And in here, I'm still 20. It's only when I look in the mirror I see my granddad. That's not always a good thing to think about. But you know what? My old nan always used to say to me, the older you get, the faster the years go by. And it shows how quickly time goes by, and the fact that today is my birthday, but by the time you lot see this, it will be tomorrow already. So it's difficult. I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm just going to let this video run. I'm going to sing a couple of songs about aging and how quickly time goes by, and the fact that I would recommend to all of you, live your lives to the full. Live for today. Tomorrow's not promised. You'll blink, you'll turn around. Even you youngsters will be my age, if not older. It goes all too quickly. Make the most of it. So just bear with me. Not many of you will watch this all the way through, I know, but it's my birthday. I'm going to do what I want. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's see where it happens. In my head, I'm still stones, pounds and ounces. In my head, I'm still gallons of fuel. And in my head, I'm still halves and I'm still three quarters. In my head, nothing changes at all. Despite all my years, I'm still kicking. Though I do live my life in past tense, I'm still yards, I'm still feet, I'm still inches, I'm still pounds, I'm still shillings, I'm still pence. Now I come from an ancient diminishing mob, where pocket money was a couple of bob, and at school we never had corn on the cob. It was slices of stew that went in my gob. When going online were only pants and socks, and staying in to watch the box. Well, that's what I did then. Yes, that's what I did then. In my head, I'm still stones, pounds and ounces. In my head, I'm still gallons of fuel. In my head, I'm still halves and I'm still three quarters. In my head, nothing changes at all. Well, despite all my years, I'm still kicking. Though I do live my life in past tense, I'm still yards, I'm still feet, I'm still inches, I'm still pounds, I'm still shillings, I'm still pence. Despite the fact that I've now got old and starting to forget the things I'm told, it's cool that I am still around with a lifetime of stories to tell unbound. And every day I get out of bed again, still being 20 in my brain, which tells me I can still set the world on fire. But of course I can't, my brain's a liar. In my head, I'm still stones, pounds and ounces. In my head, I'm still gallons of fuel. In my head, I'm still halves and three quarters. In my head, nothing changes at all. Yes, despite all my years, 'cause I'm still kicking. Though I do live my life in past tense, I'm still yards, I'm still feet, I'm still inches, I'm still pounds, I'm still shillings, and I'm still pence. Got a bit croaky there. So obviously thinking back to the times before we went to decimalisation and became all metric in this country. But crazy, but there you go. Okay, bit of silliness for you. Now me and my body, we're not getting on too well. My body's slowing down and thinks I should be slowing down as well. My body's getting older as the years are rolling by, and I still act in my 20s, though my body don't know why. It takes me up the pub and then it limps me back. It drags me up the stairs and it slings me in the sack. And if I think of sex, it nearly has a heart attack. Oh, me and my body, you can tell. Sadly, we're not getting on too well, 'cause I'm a SAGA lout. Oh, my body is objecting. I'm a SAGA lout. I need a body I can get wrecked in. I'm a SAGA lout. Oh, it's just like 1830. Well, I go to bed like they do, but it isn't quite as dirty. Oh, me and my body, we're on a kind of standoff. 'Cause when I see a girl it says, keep your grubby hands off. I seem to get more aches and pains morning, noon and night. And my body says the things I'm doing could jeopardise my sight. Well, parts of me are swelling up and they're not the parts I choose. I seem to spend more time these days in and out of Louts, and when things down there ain't happening, my body blames the booze. Oh, me and my body, you can tell. Sadly, we're not getting on too well, 'cause I'm a SAGA lout. Oh, my body is objecting. I'm a SAGA lout. I need a body I can get wrecked in. I'm a SAGA lout. Oh, it's just like 1830, and I go to bed like they do, but it isn't quite as dirty. Oh, me and my body, we're not getting on too well. My nose don't smell, it runs, and my feet don't run, they smell. I know more than I used to know, but somehow I know less. And lo, I have less worry, I seem to have more stress. Well, I did the okey cokey and I shook it all about. I put my left leg in, but it didn't come back out. Oh, me and my body, we're at war without a doubt. Oh, me and my body, you can tell. Sadly, we're not getting on too well. Oh, I'm a SAGA lout. Oh, my body is objecting. I'm a SAGA lout. I need a body I can get wrecked in. I'm a SAGA lout. Oh, it's just like 1830. Well, I go to bed like they do. Yes, I go to bed like they do. Yes, I go to bed like they do, but it isn't quite as dirty. Right, that's enough reminiscing about old age. I'm going back to my my roots back in the 70s. So I shall see you all later. Bye.
You're curvy and sweet, glad and black. Don't look back, 'cause I love